Hello and welcome to this week's edition of The Business Lawyer Said. Happy New Year. We are back. We have restarted the series. This is episode 21 and I'm going to be talking about common mistakes that the entrepreneur or the new business owner, founder, whatever title you want to give yourself is making. So if you are a new business owner and you are looking to get some advice because someone sent in a question about some common mistakes and I was like, oh, this is perfect. New start, new me, new you, new business, who this, all that. So I got my handy dandy cheat sheet. And so again, this week's question is, what are some common mistakes that new business owners are making? If this is your first time watching The Business Lawyer Said, hey, how you doing? My name's Nequosha. I am the founder and managing partner of Anderson Law Firm, PLLC. We service business and intellectual property matters. So if you have a business, you need me. If you are creating something, meaning you have some income producing ideas, you need me. So go ahead and hit that link in the description box and schedule a strategy session, but more on that later. Okay. So again, the question this week is, what are some common business mistakes? What are some common mistakes that new business owners are making when they're just starting out? So if you are new here, what I typically do is I repeat the question and then I start to ask you some questions to get your brain thinking about some of the stuff that may help you. Again, anything that I say on this show is definitely not considered personalized legal advice. I can't give you that, but that's not what this is for. So let's talk about mistakes. So as we know, we like to define and start where we are. So a mistake is defined as an action or judgment that is misguided or wrong. So I won't necessarily say you wrong. I'll just lean on that misguided. I like that a lot better. So again, oftentimes when people enter business, they are starting out to achieve some form of freedom. Usually that freedom is financial. They want more money in their pocket, or they want more time, whether that's because of health, family, other personal aspirations. They just want freedom to do whatever it is that they want to do. But with that, they may know how to do the technical skills for their business, meaning you may be a hairdresser, you may be a nail tech, you may be a t-shirt maker, you may make beautiful earrings, whatever it is, or you may be a service provider, you're a good consultant, you know how to do good presentations, you're a good analyst, you know how to do those things. But when it comes down to actually starting your business and understanding the core concepts that any business, I don't care whether you're product-based, service-based, you need to have. And that's usually where people go wrong. So let's get into some questions that you should ask yourself, whether you're providing goods or services. Let's get into it. So question number 1. The first question is, do I have an end in mind? When you start your business, before you come up with a name, before you come up and tell me who you're going to service, you need to tell me when you're getting out the game, because that will definitely direct our next steps. In the words of Kirk Franklin, it will order our steps in your word, dear Lord. So what we have to do is know if your end game is to sell to Target, Walmart, get in a major brand like that. If you just want to be an e-commerce, whatever it is, your end goal, you want to sell for $1 million, that will determine our next steps, because that'll determine the type of entity you are, how we structure your business, the common contracts that you will need. All of these need to be in place before you go out here and start marketing your services, because you could be subjecting yourself to some type of liability, and that's not what we want to do. Question number 2 is, do I have my personal business assets totally separated? Now, I wrote this down because it's so important. Usually when people are starting out, they are saying, hey, I don't want to make that investment and start an entity. I don't want to go get a bank account. I only have one client, only made $100 sale, only made a $5 sale in the crochet. Why I need to do all that? Well, one of the key reasons why you need to do all that is because you are commingling your personal assets and your business assets. Trust me and answer this, okay? You say, I only sold $5, but guess what? A lawsuit don't care how much you sold. If you have harmed or in any type of fashion done something to someone, they can sue you. They will sue you, and they can tie up your personal assets if you are not separated. So it's so important to keep the personal from from the business. What we're not going to do is commingle. So we have to learn that beautiful word is separate. Separate. Keep it separated. Establish an entity, establish a banking system that's separate from your personal, okay? And the third question that we need to ask ourselves is, while you are marketing to attract all these beautiful people, are you truly targeting the right people? Could you actually handle the influx of people that you imagine that you want to make whatever dollar amount you want to make? Do you have systems in place? Would you be able to actually deliver all those goods? Do you have shipping things in place? Could you actually service all those people? Do you have the proper contracts? This is so important. While we are building up our business, and it's so important that we keep a business is something where we make money, but you have to have systems and structures in place and actually to sustain it. It's nothing to just have that business card, have that website. If you don't have the systems, which is actually the sauce and the butter for your business, and which is going to make it run, because we all know we love a good sauce. We love some butter, especially if you live in the South. That is what makes business run. It's the same type of equivalent. So let's just go recap the 3 questions that you should ask yourself. Number 1, what is the end in mind? Number 2, am I commingling? Do I have things separated? And number 3, do I actually have the systems in place? These are some common mistakes that I see business owners make, especially with the new year. So many people want to venture out, especially in this season of labor disruption. I get it, I understand, but I want you to be smart, and I want you to make smart choices and decisions. So with that being said, this will conclude this week's episode of The Business Lawyer Said. If you want your question answered, go ahead and send it in the comment section, or send me an email to info@andersonlawfl.com. I'll be waiting, and I will log all the questions I received. I'm currently just going through some of the ones I received last year. So if you want to give me some new, fresh material, I'm happy to do so. Another thing is, answer these questions for me. Go ahead and answer them for me in the comment section. Do you have an end in mind? Do you have systems in place? If you answered no to some of these questions, then one of the key things that I want you to do is go hit the link and set up a strategy session. Book that consult so we can get you a good roadmap and get you on the right track, so that way you will be successful. And with that in mind, I try my best to keep these less than 10 minutes. So that way they'll be quick, easy, get in, get out, all those beautiful things. The best thing that you can do for me, though, is share and give me a thumbs up, give me some feedback. Let me know if you found this helpful. And until next time, I hope you have a great rest of your week. See you later.